Hello everybody and welcome back to CFO Conversations. I'm your host Paula Kensington and we are truly global in our conversations. I'm sitting here in Sydney and talking to two finance professionals in Russia today, bringing you lots of insights into the world of finance leadership. So welcome ladies. Today we're going to talk about the communication strategy and how to lead team finance. And both Irina and Alexandra have got two different sizes of teams as well. So I think it's really important, I think, when you've got big teams, but also when you've got small teams, that you're the inspiration for the finance team. And often as a CFO, I feel like I've got dragged out away from finance because I'm always sitting next to the CEO or I'm driving leadership across the whole business. Sometimes the finance team can feel like you've left them behind and you're the CFO, and in their eyes you're their boss but you're never there. That's how I felt anyway. So it'd be interesting to see what the other ladies think, but I'm always conscious of the fact to talk to everybody in team finance. So we would have a fortnightly meeting where everybody comes and they hear about what's going on from the high level, from the board level, from me, and I'm there to inspire them. And that would be a graduate accountant all the way through to accounts payable and accounts receivable, financial controller, financial accountants. I'm really happy for anyone to come into my office and talk to me. So I think sometimes we can lose sight of our finance team. And I said this in another conversation, that when I moved into CFO role, I did less number crunching than I did when I was financial controller, because that's not my job as CFO. So if you've got a really strong financial controller, then that is really underpins your success as a finance leader, as a CFO. So I would definitely, tip number one is make sure you've got a really strong financial controller so you can put your trust in them. And that gives you the ability to go away and work with the CEO. But let me come to Irina first. And what are your insights, your tips on how you manage your finance team?
Hello, everybody. So actually, I do not have any experience with big finance team. Yeah, it's like about maybe five person. But I think the main point here that everybody should be involved in the team. So it's not like one person just do only one work, another person just another work, and they do not connect with each other. So the main role of CFO in finance team just to make everybody involved, because it's really important to be to be with everybody on the same understanding, yeah, and same view how it should be, and not only about view on the team but also view on the company, because it's like the finance department is working with figures, and figures, it's like results of what the company is doing, yeah. So it's like everybody should be involved and understand. And another main point, like you also mentioned before, that it's really important to always keep in mind the big picture, yes, of your team and of all processes. And I think the main challenge for the finance person just to stop do accounting, for example, when you are becoming a CFO, and just think more strategically and keeping big picture, yeah, because then you return to accounting and bookkeeping. It's just stop all CFO role, yeah. You just lose your big picture, and it's like nobody will win from this situation. So like as I said, everybody should be involved, and also you should really stop to do accounting thing and just think strategically, implement processes, controls, point key triggers to understand that everything is working good. So it's like I think the mainest one.
Yeah, nice. And I think also making sure everyone feels empowered in their role, so that they've all got a responsibility in the success of the whole team, even though some people might feel that their role is so insignificant that, you know, whether they do a good job or a bad job, they feel like they're so small in the process. But trying to make those people as well feel like they're really important part of the finance business as well as the bigger business. But maybe Alexandra will touch on that when she's got bigger teams of 35 or so. So thanks for that, Irina. Let's come to you, Alexandra. What are your insights to how you manage team finance?
Hello, everyone. Paula, Irina, I fully support that open door is really important when people within your department or within the company can easily come and chat. I agree. And I agree with Irina that to make everyone involved and share information you can share with the team is really important to motivate and to give a big picture to the people you are work with. In my financial department, as usual, I do some activities, structured activity as I like to do. And after 1 year in this position, I structured my own communication strategy in the financial department, which I can share with our audience. It's really simple, but it worked, because the measure I can compare is enablement and involvement of the team, which we measure yearly. And I saw that after 1 year of my communication strategy, from the bottom of the list, we, among other departments in the company, we became among the top leaders. So I have really simple steps, 5 activities I implemented. The first one, and which is really important to make everybody involved, is the monthly meetings of the financial department. So it is before the COVID, it was a physical meeting in a big meeting room. When all department participated, I have around 35 people. First part of this meeting was information from myself about top news, about what was done, what we plan to do in the next months, some information from the board of the company to share with everyone. The second part of this meeting was the round table, when everyone, and this is really important, that every person in the department, everyone from this 35, share what was done and what is planned, and which issues he has, which help he need from the other employees or from myself. I'm open for this. I did it once per month. Twice I invited CEO to participate in such meetings, and this was highly appreciated by the people, because we are supporting department, and such personal participation in the event was really motivating to them. He usually come to thanks for audit, good audit, or approval of budget, or some big events like placement of bonds. The second activity is my usual weekly meeting with my level -1. So I have 4 units reporting to me, and weekly it is usual communication with my direct employees. We discuss all working questions, what is going on, how to help, how to coordinate within department or out of the department. The third one activity is, which involved all members of the team, was lunches with CFO one-to-one. So it took me 1 year to organize, taking into account vacations and busy season and so on. But once per week, I made a schedule for 1 year. I had one-to-one physical lunch with the employee. it was highly appreciated as well, because we chat about our life, our hobbies, families. So to have personal contact with everyone and to share my to be a CFO with a human face.
Yeah,
It was
yeah.
the activity like this.
Yeah.
The fourth one is to organize projects without involvement of my level -1. So to involve people below my direct reports.
Yeah.
This is really helpful to see how I'm looking at the activities, how I give feedback, and to understand the helicopter view on the things people are doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the last one is team building activities. I once organized a quest. It could be bowling or something, just to have an informal possibility to communicate in the team.
Nice. There's some great insights there, Alexandra. I love it. I know our audience are going to really probably steal some of your ideas. I think there's some really good ones in there.
I hope so. I hope so.
I specifically like the one where you take out your next level down, and then you can actually see you know, what the challenges are, or what the skill sets are of those people that are bubbling up to become, you know, more senior in your department as well. That's great.
Yes, yes.
And I also think that it's a good idea to share the plans with the team, because it's like it also helps to be involved. Yeah, because like if people just think that they are doing some support job and nobody care about them, just put these figures in the system and forget about the plans and what the company is doing. Yeah, but if the team knows their plans, where the company is going on, it's like good point for involvement and share ideas and be ready for this grow. It's really good point. Yeah.
And I'll just leave you with a thought as well, which I did in my last finance role. I got everyone together. I mean, there was only 5 or 6 of us, but I got everyone together and said, what would it look like if to be an award-winning finance team? What would we have to do to be an award-winning finance team? And I got everyone to think about that. You know, what did we need to do 20% better or 1% better to be an award-winning finance team? Because, you know, we need to move from this cost burden to this value add. And I think COVID actually has probably helped team finance, because it's brought us to the forefront of the business. When the times are bad and hard, finance knows the numbers, and so people seek out the team finance. So I actually think in the last 12 months, and Alexandra made that point, that in an earlier conversation, that, you know, team finance actually has got a little bit more kudos than it probably had before.
Yeah. You said really a great idea that we need to understand what value we bring. Yes, what finance department, what value finance department brings to the company. It's really like a great point, because when we are thinking about this, just really a lot of things around. Yeah, this.
Okay, all right, thank you, ladies. I'm going to leave us there on that one.